Well, thank you very much. I am so glad to see a good turnout here tonight. You know, last election, I couldn't get a room full of people like this in a room because nobody was interested. The show The Week the Women Went was still on, and I was in Hardisty, and we went to one debate, and all everybody wanted to ask me about was The Week the Women Went. The Liberal didn't even get any questions in the debate. So this is good. People are engaged. I want to thank the other candidates for being here, too. It's really important. You know, I have been to Bashaw dozens of times, whether it's to come through and work on the rural development strategy or just to go to PUDS, because that's, I think, my favorite store in all of Alberta. And I've met many people from around all over Alberta because of PUDS store there. Before I became an MLA 10 years ago, I was a rancher and I was a teacher. We had purebred black Angus cattle, some commercial cattle, we had horses. And I got an honors degree in philosophy, and then I got a teaching degree, and I was back home living on the farm teaching, and I had the perfect life. I loved it. I got to teach all afternoon and all day. I got to ride my horses in the evening and work the cattle on the weekends, and it was perfect. But I shot my mouth off too many times about the need to fire up our rural communities, because to me that was really important. I want to make sure my kids have the same quality of life that I got to grow up with. So our MLA Butch Fisher retired. And everybody told me I needed to run, and I did, and I won. And the first thing that Shirley McCullen did was assign me to be the chairman of the Rural Development Strategy and to write one. So there are 422 communities in Alberta. I've been to 328 of them. I'm the only MLA that I think has driven to Zama City and Pincher Creek and everywhere in between. Because our issues here in Bashaw and in Donalda and in Edgerton and Chauvin and in Castor and Coronation are the same. They're the same as everybody else's issues around rural Alberta. And the solution for us has got to be the same solution for everyone else in the province. And I was very proud of that report. They moved me on to work on a bunch of different things, but I never, ever, ever in my 10 years have quit working on building a better rural Alberta. I even wrote a book called 13 Ways to Kill Your Community, which is a national bestseller, on my own time and my own dime, because all I want is rural Alberta to be successful. Because if we are, then I can go back to riding my horse and teaching, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. And if I'm not, then I'm going to make sure. I mean, I was at the school today, and there were some fantastic questions that came from people who have concerns about their communities. There will be people who can replace me and move forward and carry along the same battle that I started. That's what's important to me. And I'm starting to make ground now as Minister of Municipal Affairs in helping get the cities to realize a famous quote from William Bryan Jennings from 1896. He said, "Tear down your cities and watch them spring up again as if by magic. But destroy your farms and your rural communities and watch the grass grow in every city, street in the country." That's what I'm fighting for. That's what I'll continue to fight for as long as you support me. Thank you.